Good morning and welcome to Chapter 11 Indian Judiciary of our textbook. Here we will be discussing about the Indian judicial system. Hmm? First, we will be discussing about the importance of judiciary. Then we will discuss about the importance of Supreme Court, or we will discuss about Supreme Court. Then the qualifications for a person who is being appointed as the judge of the Supreme Court, and the time period we will be discussing here. Okay. Indian Judiciary. We have studied in detail about the two organs of government, that is legislative and executive. As you know, the organs of government means that also we have studied in the previous chapter. The organs of government is judiciary, executive and legislature. In the previous chapters we have discussed about legislature and executive in detail. Now we are going to discuss in detail about the third organ and the most important organ, the independent organ, the statutory organ, the impartial organ, that is judiciary. See, here we are having the pyramid hierarchy of our judicial system. Indian judicial system is in the form of a pyramid hierarchy. In the 8th standard also we have studied about this pyramid hierarchy. At the top we are having the high court, then at the center we are having the state high courts and lower courts at the last. This we have studied in detail in smaller classes. We have drawn it in our notebook also. So let's start in detail about this. One more detailed chart I am having with me to share with you. See, that is the chart of the pyramid hierarchy of Indian judiciary. At the top we are having the Supreme Court of India, which is situated at Delhi. At the middle level we are having high courts of each state. Some states are sharing the high court with other states, but almost all the states are having their own high courts. Then at the district level we are having district courts. Taluka level we are having local and special courts. So other than that we are having trial courts, then tribunals. Okay, so different courts we are having. So let us discuss in detail. See, Supreme Court at the center level we are having high courts and subordinate court or lower courts in the district. In subordinate courts we are having three type of courts which we are having, that is civil court, criminal court and revenue court. Civil court, the district judge will be the head of the civil court. He is having sub judges are there. Under him Munsif will be there and the smaller court or the lok adalats are also there in civil court. Coming to criminal court, the district judge and the district sessions judge are the head of the criminal court. We are having in metropolitan cities, we are having first class magistrates, then second class magistrates and third class magistrate. Then coming to revenue courts, we are having a board of revenue, then commissioner or the collector will be the in charge. Then under him tahsildar and assistant tahsildar for the lower grade. So this is the pyramid hierarchy of the Indian judiciary. Whatever we have discussed till now, that is being explained here in the heading, under the heading judiciary. That is, Indian judiciary system is in the form of a pyramid hierarchy. At the top we are having Supreme Court, and Supreme Court is also known as the apex court. Then state level or middle level we are having high courts, and then lower level we are having district courts, lok adalat, special court, trial court, tribunals, etc. Moving to the importance of judiciary. A neutral and impartial judiciary is essential in the federal system for the protection and preservation of the rights of the Indian citizens and to solve any incongruity between the center and state or between one state and the other state regarding the division of workload. See, whenever there is a dispute between any person, either it with a person or it with a state, there the final decision will be given by judiciary. And the speciality of the judiciary is that the judiciary will be neutral and impartial. The judiciary is an important organ as to interpret constitutionally of any provision of any law so that the supremacy of the constitution prevails. Constitutionally means the quality of being in accordance with a political constitution, any provision of any law so that the supremacy of the constitution prevails, in order that the legislature or the executive do not violate any of the constitutional limitations. We require in a country independent, firm, impartial and fearless judiciary, which is the foundation of democracy. Please underline. What is the speciality of our judiciary? Our judiciary is independent. It is not under the control of any person or any prime minister or any president. So it is independent, firm, strong, impartial and fearless judiciary, and which is the foundation of democracy. The objective of the constitution is to see that in the judiciary process there is no flaw or delay and the citizens get quick, cheap and equal justice. Flaw means fault. So the objective of the constitution, what is the main aim of our constitution? That is to see that in the judiciary process, the process of judiciary में कई जगह पे कुछ डिले नहीं होना चाहिए, फॉल्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. Citizens should get quick, cheap and equal justice. That is the speciality of our constitution. In the presence of alert legislature and executive, the judiciary would always remain active. See, as I told you in this triangle, so the judiciary at the top, executive and legislature at the both the side, see, they are equal. They all are having equal status. और दोनों को control रखने के लिए judiciary. So, irrespective, see, if it is irrespectability of the executive and an authoritativeness of the legislature, impartial, cognizant, independent and fearless. Judiciary has shown judicial inactiveness. Now, Supreme Court, the topmost, the superpower of our country, Supreme Court, or it is called the apex court of our country. Supreme Court is the apex court of Indian judiciary, or apex. As per the Constitution of India, it is the topmost judicial organization. It is situated at New Delhi. All the civil and criminal courts of India have to work under the jurisdiction of Supreme Court. The Supreme Court consists of 1 Chief Justice and 28 additional judges. See, that also I told you, in Supreme Court is under the control of Judicial Chief Justice. The Chief Justice will be taking care of the full court, and to assist him there are 28 additional judges. That number will change due to many reasons. The number of the additional judges will change. The Chief Justice of Supreme Court is appointed by the President of India. All these things you should look very carefully and write for MCQs and fill in the blanks. It will come for your examination. With a huge backlog of cases in the top court, that is Supreme Court, the government had recently increased the strength of its judges. In the previous years, we were having 31 to 34 judges, additional judges were there, but now the number has increased. And latest sometimes it is increasing, sometimes it is reducing. So as of today, the latest strength, it shows that the apex court has 30 additional judges. And this is the maximum number of judges of Supreme Court, excluding the Chief Justice. Okay. The Parliament of India has the authority to make laws, organize jurisdiction, and modify the powers of the Supreme Court. And they are having the ability to increase and decrease them. So, if there is the number of Supreme Court judges had increased to number, that is why means we are supposed to make final decisions in the increasing number of cases. The number of judges in the Supreme Court is decided by the Parliament, but if the President feels that the workload of Supreme Court is increased, then the President can appoint additional ad hoc judges to the Supreme Court as per the provision of the Constitution. What do you mean by ad hoc judges? Judges for a particular purpose. The judges of the Supreme Court are appointed on the basis of seniority. Except the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, all the other judges are appointed in the Constitution with the Chief Justice as well as other senior judges. What are the basic qualifications for a judge of a person to become a judge in the Supreme Court? First of all, he should be a citizen of India. Second thing, he should have provided a service of at least 5 years as a judge in any one of the High Court of India. कोई भी एक हाई कोर्ट में 5 years जज का प्रैक्टिस किया हुआ है. Otherwise, third one should have an experience of at least 10 years as an advocate in any of the High Courts of India. Fourth point should be a distinguished judge or famous jurist as per the opinion of the President, or he should not be more than 65 years of age. The retirement age of a Supreme Court judge is 65-year-old. Okay, I hope the section is clear for you. You know who is the present Supreme Court judge of India? That is Mr. Sharath Arvind Bode. He is from the state of Maharashtra, state of Madhya Pradesh, and he was the former Chief Justice of Madhya Pradesh High Court. And you know how many, since he is the 48th Chief Justice of India. इसके पहले 47 people were have become the Chief Justice of India since Republic of India formed on 26 Jan 1950. In this picture, you could see the President is giving the oath taking ceremony of the judge Mr. Sharath Arvind on his swearing in ceremony. Time period. The retirement age of the Supreme Court judge is 65 years. However, the change in the age of retirement can be made by the Parliament through framing a law. They cannot carry the practice of law in any of Indian court, but they can provide their services in committee is appointed to investigate into uncommon situations or events. Please underline that. After the retirement of Supreme Court judge, he is not allowed to practice as an advocate in any of the courts in India. Another point is that he can work with the he can give his service in a committee appointed to investigate or uncommon situations which have वो time government will appoint a committee, that time he can work. If incapable to carry out their duties before the time of retirement, then under such circumstances they can resign willingly from their post by tendering with written resignation to the president. So Supreme Court judge, he is having the right to take his resignation if he is not able to continue in his position. So in such a situation, in such circumstances, he have to write his resignation letter to the President of India. Now we are moving to discuss about the another important power or another important topic, that is impeachment. The judges can be removed from their post and power if they are found to be guilty of incapability, misconduct, or inefficiency. If the Supreme Court judge or the state High Court judge, whosoever, they are not working properly, if they are incapable, if they are not good in their character, inefficient, in such situations we can remove them from their power, and that is called impeachment. This removal is in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution and is carried out through impeachment motion in Parliament. The process is called impeachment. What is the procedure or how to remove a person from his post? Every House of Parliament has to submit a memorandum having majority support to the President of the total number of members, and at least 2/3, that is 2/3 majority number of the members present in the respective session. Based on the presentation by the order of the President, the judge can be removed from his post. The Parliament monitors the presentation of the memorandum regarding the misbehavior of the judge and the conducting of the investigations as well as the conducting of proof from the same. The convergent judge is given the opportunity to present his narration in his self-defense in the Parliament. The person who is a victim, the concerned judge, not the convergent judge, the concerned judge is given the opportunity to present his narration. Self defense के लिए उसको भी बोलने का time मिल जाएगा. So one side the people, the leaders, the Parliament will be listening. The House of the Parliament will be submitting the memorandum. 2/3 members चाहिए, majority चाहिए, voting में डालेगा. 2/3 majority मिल रहे तो president को impeachment motion में he will be removed through impeachment. At the same time, he will also get his chance to speak what happened. So all the things he can clarify there, and finally they will come to an end with the final decisions will be taken by the Parliament, and this process is called impeachment. The President of India administers the oath of secrecy and loyalty towards the Constitution to the judges who appointed to the Supreme Court. Before taking the charge of their post, the judges are required to take the oath in oral as well as to sign the pledge. Now let's move to the worksheet of today's section. Answer the following questions in short. That is section 1 of our textbook. Answer the following questions in short. Section 1, page number 91 of our textbook. Section 1, question number 1. State the required qualifications for being appointed as the judge of the Supreme Court. For that, please come to page number 86 of your textbook. Last heading, page number 86, last heading in red color, qualification. Start from there. A person who is appointed as judge of the Supreme Court should be 1. A citizen of India. 2. Should have provided a service of at least 5 years as a judge in many any one of the High Court of India. Second, third point, fourth, fifth point. Till there you are supposed to write as answer number 1 of section 1. Now, question 2, 3 we will discuss after the next lectures. Moving to question number 4, explain the process of impeachment. For that, please come to page number 87 of your textbook. Page 87, first heading time period. There, line number 6, starting with but the judges. But the judges. We will start from there. The judges can be removed from their post and power if they are found to be guilty of incapability, misconduct or inefficiency. Continue till the end of that paragraph. That is given the opportunity to present his narration in his self-defense in the parliament. Till there, answer number 4, section 1. I hope it is clear for you. Moving to section 2, explain the following statements or give reasons. Okay. Question number 1, judiciary is the foundation of democracy. For that, please come to page number 86 of your textbook. Under the heading Importance of Judiciary, first paragraph, Importance of Judiciary, first paragraph, line number 3, at the middle of that third line, the judiciary is an important organ as to interpret constitutionality of any provision of any law so that the supremacy of the constitution prevails. From there, continue till the end of that paragraph, that is quick, cheap and equal justice. Hope it is clear for you. Moving to question number 5 of section 2. Question number 5, 2, 3, 4 we will discuss in the next class. Question number 5. The functioning of the judiciary is a boon in case of negligence to the legislature and the executive. For that, please come to page number 86 of your textbook. Page number 86 of your textbook. Importance of judiciary, second paragraph, the small paragraph. In the presence of alert legislature and executive, the judiciary would always remain active. That paragraph, that 3 lines till the end of that paragraph, you are supposed to write for answer number 5. Moving to question number 7, the judges of the Supreme Court cannot practice law in any of the courts after retirement. The judges of the Supreme Court cannot practice law in any of the courts after retirement. For that, please come to page number 87. Under the heading time period, first paragraph. Under the heading time period, first paragraph, first line, the retirement age is 65 years for a judge of the Supreme Court. Start from there, continue till line number 3, 4, 6, that is resignation to the president. Till there, answer. So today we have discussed 5 questions, section 1, 2 questions, question 1 and 4, and section 2, question 1, 5 and 7. Please write the main points of this chapter into your notebook. Then start writing the answers. Learn the answers thoroughly, and we will see tomorrow, Saturday, continuing with the next session. Till then, stay safe. Bye. Take care.
In this module, you will learn about the Indian judiciary. You might have seen this statue in movies or in a book. This is Justitia, the goddess of justice that personifies judicial systems across the globe. In India, the judiciary is an independent body that plays a critical role in the functioning of the country. It has the sole right to make or break decisions without the interference of the government, which includes the legislature and the executive. This separation of powers ensures impartial equal justice to all citizens of India. It also prevents influential people like politicians and members of parliament to manipulate the judiciary. Apart from resolving all disputes between citizens and the government at various levels, the judiciary is also the final interpreter of the Constitution. It is also responsible for upholding and enforcing the fundamental rights for every citizen of the nation. If at any given time you feel your fundamental right, which includes freedom of speech or religion, to name a few, is violated, you can approach the court. The Indian judiciary is a three-tiered system with the Supreme Court at its helm, officiated by the Chief Justice, the High Court at the head of state, followed by the District and Sessions Court. The High Courts were established in the presidencies of Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras in 1862, well before the Supreme Court. The day India became a republic on 26th January 1950 was when the Supreme Court was first established. The courts are connected with each other through the appellate system that exists in India. This means that if a person feels they have not been given justice in a lower court, like the Sessions or District Court, they can approach the High Court to relook at the case. If justice is still not met, the case is taken to the Supreme Court, where the final judgment is made. Most of the cases fall into two broad categories of the legal system: criminal and civil law. Criminal law deals with cases of assault, theft, murder, dowry, and harassment, whereas civil law deals with land disputes, property deals, divorce, and rent agreements. Though the judicial structure in India seems well laid out and accessible to all, is it really easily accessible for all citizens in India? Not really. While it's easier for educated people like us, it's the poor that suffer the most. There's a lot of paperwork and money involved in court cases, making it close to impossible for a poor family to approach a court for justice. To add to this, a court hearing can spill over many years till a final judgment is made, making it impractical for a layman to approach a court. However, to combat this situation and increase the accessibility to justice, the Supreme Court introduced the Public Interest Litigation, or PIL, in the 1980s. This enabled a person who needed justice to file a PIL directly to the High Court or Supreme Court. The midday meal that children get in government schools is a result of a PIL filed. Despite some of the problems of the judicial system in India, as an independent body, it has played a key role in the functioning of the country and protecting the fundamental rights of the citizens. We have now reached the end of this module on the judiciary. In this module, we learnt that the Indian judiciary is an independent body that plays a critical role in the functioning of the country. It is the final interpreter of the Constitution and responsible for upholding and enforcing the fundamental rights for every citizen of the nation. The Indian judiciary is a three-tiered system with the Supreme Court at its helm, the High Court at the head of state, followed by District and Sessions Court. The appellate system exists in the Indian judicial system. The legal system is broadly divided into two categories: civil and criminal law.